What if scientists could genuinely rebuild an entire coral reef from nothing, using techniques that sound closer to fertility clinics than marine biology? They're already doing exactly that right now. Coral reefs support roughly a quarter of all marine life on Earth, yet warming oceans and bleaching events have devastated reefs worldwide. Scientists aren't just watching, they're actively fighting back with genuine innovation. One breakthrough technique is called Coral IVF, pioneered by Professor Peter Harrison after discovering mass coral spawning events on Australia's Great Barrier Reef back in the early 1980s. Decades of research finally paying off. Unlike laboratory reseeding, coral IVF happens directly on damaged reefs. Scientists collect coral eggs and sperm released during natural mass spawning events, fertilize them, then reseed larvae directly onto degraded algae-covered reef systems. The first successful trial happened in 2013 in the Philippines. Remarkably, this approach restored breeding coral populations onto severely degraded reefs within just 3 years, proving genuine ecological recovery was truly achievable. Another clever technique is called microfragmentation, cutting healthy coral into tiny pieces, roughly 1 centimeter squared, dramatically accelerating growth rates. These small fragments actually produce 10 times more tissue than traditional larger fragments. Because corals are clonal animals, fragments sharing identical genetics fuse back together when their edges touch, creating larger coral colonies far faster than natural growth alone could ever realistically achieve. Coral Vita, founded by Sam Tyker and Gator Halpern, built high-tech coral farms using these accelerated growth methods. Work recognized as the inaugural winner of Prince William's Revive Our Oceans Earthshot Prize in 2021. Scientists are also pursuing something called assisted evolution, deliberately breeding corals for enhanced heat resistance, essentially helping coral populations adapt faster to warming oceans than natural evolution alone could possibly manage. This includes selective breeding programs, introducing beneficial microbes that boost coral resilience, and even exploring genetic techniques to strengthen corals against future bleaching events before they happen, not simply after damage occurs. Behind the scenes, researchers are also building coral biobanks, cryopreserving sperm, larvae, and tissue samples at ultra-low temperatures, essentially creating genetic insurance policies protecting coral diversity against total, irreversible future loss. Australia's Reef Restoration and Adaptation Program is actively scaling this cryopreservation technology, developing techniques to preserve genetic material across prioritized coral species, supporting both current restoration and future assisted gene flow projects. Scientists describe coral restoration as spanning corals' entire complex life cycle, both sexual and asexual reproduction pathways, combining multiple innovative techniques together rather than relying on any single restoration method alone. The real challenge now isn't proving these techniques work, it's scaling them. Individual reef trials show genuine promise, but restoring reefs across entire ocean regions requires dramatically larger, more coordinated global effort. So here's a question worth sitting with. If scientists can genuinely rebuild coral reefs piece by piece, cell by cell, could human ingenuity actually outpace the damage we've caused these fragile ecosystems? Do you think coral restoration can outpace climate change damage? Let me know in the comments below.